Hey everyone, welcome back to another Dr. Twisted's Toy Time. This time I went to a few thrift stores. I went to two Goodwills. And then there was a thrift store right around the corner from my house that started up. And we went to Kansas City, Missouri to go see the Aquabats, Coffin Cats, and Mike V and the Rats. And on the way home, we stopped in Glenview, Missouri. And there was a thrift store there called MJR, like Major 9 or D or something. I looked it up. I think it was Major D, MJRD. But I found a couple things there. So I wanted to share what I got. All right. Let me start off with the first Goodwill. All right. Starting out, not a toy, but something that made me laugh, was this old Red Fox 8-track. His face on there just made me crack up. I love Red Fox. He's hilarious. I got a shirt from Sanford and Son. It has his face on it. It says, "You big dummy." So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I gotta have this just to put on display somewhere. I wish I had an 8-track player so I could listen to it, because he is a riot. Alright, I also found this Build-A-Bear skateboard. I don't care about Build-A-Bears, but I thought this would be funny for my Pee Wee Herman doll, or one of my dolls. I got Urkel and Beetlejuice and Shaggy and Waldo and Pee Wee. So I figured I could do this and have them pose on the skateboard. I thought that was pretty neat though. I also found this Beast pop vinyl. I'm not into Disney much, but I like the look of this figure. I like the Beast and the suit. I thought maybe I could do a custom, or maybe I'll just leave it like it is. Kind of want to add him to my werewolf section, but he's got horns, so I don't know. Because he looks like a werewolf, like an old Victorian werewolf with horns. Anyway, moving on. It was only a couple bucks, so I figured I'd get it. I also found this, which is like a card holder. It's got all these card slots, because I got a bunch of cards that I don't have books for, and they're just in the little like acrylic cases. So I want to have some place where I can actually flip through and look through them. And I don't know what this is from. I just thought it looked neat with a different interesting design on it. And it was like $4. So I figured it was worth it because it comes with a bunch of sleeves. So yeah, that will be perfect for my cards. And the last thing I found there was this cool mech suit. It's got the posable arms, and the gun things move. And this, I mean, you can move them pretty good. Like I said, the guns move. And then I popped the cockpit open, and it had this guy in it. I don't know if he looks like one of the old motorcycle guys, or one of the dudes from Bass Pro Shops, but he was in the cockpit. I was like, oh, interesting. Which the cockpit is pretty neat. You just lay him in that chair there, and you can close it. The legs you can stand like all the way up. So yeah, But I found he stands best when you got him like this. But yeah, I thought this thing was really cool. It was like $7. For $7, I'm not gonna leave this cool mech suit. I was thinking about customizing it and painting it black and red, and then using it like put like my Emperor's Royal Guard in it, or my Shadow Stormtroopers, something. But very cool piece regardless. Alright, that was the one Goodwill. Then there was this thrift store, like literally right around the corner from my house. We thought it was a yard sale at first, and we drove by and I had a sign, like a homemade sign on the fence that said thrift store, and I was like, what? So we just came home, and me and my child walked up the street and went inside, and it was literally a house, but stuff packed in all the rooms. And I only found a couple things that interested me, and it was just a weird vibe. But I found this skull piece I thought was neat. Maybe I can put it on the walker, because it kind of fits right along the front piece here. Thought that would be, maybe that would be a custom. I got it for customizing, but I didn't know what I would use it for. That's kind of a cool idea, though. I might do that. I found this R2-D2 Pez to add to my Star Wars Pez collection. I got a few. Found this little alien finger puppet, and this little rubbery like diner dinosaur. I don't know if it's diner or not. It kind of has the same look, but I'm not sure. But that was the little thrift store I found. I also found my daughter a couple things. She's been into pirates lately, so they had like a pirate hat, and there was an old porcelain clown. She loves like the old porcelain clowns, so I got her one of those and the pirate hat for her Halloween costume this year. I think she's going as a pirate. Alright. Then, on the way back from the concert, we said we stopped in Glenview, Missouri to get gas, and we stopped at a thrift store. It was like right next door. I did get some footage, so let me show you the footage now, and then after the footage I'll show you what I got. Alright, here's some bags of stuff. There's a cool little Ram Man figure. Not much in this store for toys. There was a ton of plush. I mean, most of the stuff was plush here. I did like that Joker thing, but not enough to buy it. I should have got that little Spider-Ham vehicle, but I didn't. And I should have got this dinosaur too, but I have enough dinosaurs. Speaking of dinosaurs, here's another bag of dinosaurs. Everything else was pretty much plush. Here's another wall of bags, 99% plush. A couple other little things, but nothing that really interested me. You know, the bags kept falling off the rack. I tried not to do it, but they had these little tags, and they just kept falling. So I gave up on digging on those and went to the shelves. Where I found
this cool Empire Strikes Back puzzle, and this other villainous Star Wars puzzle. Cookie Monster Bowl. There's a cool TMNT bowl. This is the haunted section with a bunch of crazy dolls.
Alright, we're back. Let me show you what I got. Alright, I found this Simpsons book. Thought that was cool. It was like $1.49, I believe. And it's full of all kinds of fun Simpsons stuff. Let me see what it says here. It says, characters, episodes, and secret jokes you might have missed. And this came out in, when did this go? I think it was 1990. $1997. First edition. Very neat. I dig it. We also found this Empire Strikes Back puzzle. I just really liked this picture. Thought it was cool. They had another Star Wars puzzle there of the villains, but this one was vintage. This one is also from 1997. So I thought that was cool. 1,500 piece puzzle. Ridiculous. And I also found this little vintage turtle bowl for 99 cents of Leonardo. And this was from 1992 or 90. I think it's 1990. Text is so small. But yeah, this was pretty cool. I was getting worried, so I was taking video and I saw a couple things like that dinosaur and the little Motu Ram Man Burger King figure. But no, everything else was pretty much just stuffed animals and baby toys. They had like toys on top of clothes and things like that, like the little shelving on top of the clothing racks. But it was all, like I said, baby toys and dollhouse stuff and nothing interesting. So I tried to get interesting footage, but there was only a couple things, so you can only do what you can do, I guess. But that was what I picked up there. I mean, my wife got a couple things, but this is the only things I picked up. Alright, now on to the other Goodwill, which I didn't get any footage, but I found this was in the glass case. This Dune Baron Harkonnen, House Harkonnen figure. I thought he was pretty cool. He comes with this base. He balances on it and just like he's floating. Thought that was pretty awesome. It's a cool figure. Heavy. Super heavy. That's McFarlane Toys. But I couldn't leave that behind. And then I also found this Ghostbusters board game, which I thought was really neat. Comes with all this stuff. I did open it up to see if it was complete, and it is 100% complete, because I mainly wanted it for the figures. So we're going to play the game and see how it is. If it's boring, then I'm just going to display the figures. Let me see if I can open this up and show you some figures. Oh my god. It's got a lot more figures than I thought it would. I mean, and it has all these ghosts. I didn't know that. That's really cool. It has like the main figures, the car. There's a little Slimer there. Let me get it closer. So it's got the 4 main figures. And this other figure, I gotta figure out who that is yet. Maybe another ghost since it's blue. And then Slimer. And then all these ghosts. Wow. This thing was $10. Definitely worth it just for the figures alone. Oh, son of a bitch. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is missing. I thought it was complete. It comes with everything. It's got all the other ghosts, but in this slot it had this bag of parts, which confused me because I saw something in the slot, so I thought it was complete. Man. It's supposed to come with that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So it's 99% complete. And it still has a ton of ghosts. And then it's one of the board games where it has the squares you put together to build the city. That's upsetting. I mean, it was $10. 99% complete, and it comes with all kinds of cool little minifigures. Like these little ghosts. So regardless, it was worth it. I'm happy. Maybe I can find the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But I also got this little guy. I haven't bought anything on Temu for a long time, but I've been playing this game that's on there. And if you beat the game, you get free stuff. So I got some art supplies, and then I wanted to get a toy and check it out. So I found this mask dog. I love the mask dog, so when I saw this, I thought it was fun. Thought he'd display well in my collection. Maybe I'll use him for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Anyway, there you go, friends. Stay tuned for more. You can go to my Patreon. It's only $1 a month. You get to see the videos I post here 2 weeks in advance. If you're a paid subscriber, you can do requests. Like if you want to see a certain collection of mine, you can request me to do a collection video, and those will be exclusive to my Patreon. I also draw independent comic books, and I post the pages there before they get published. So if you want to go there and see my pages, yeah, I would truly appreciate your support. But otherwise, just please like, comment, subscribe here. Help me build my channel, and I'm always posting videos. I've been on here for over 11 years. Trying to do content as much as I can. So, I mean, I just like toys and comics and geeky stuff. I'm a nerd. Anyway, until next time, friends. Peace.